Hey friends, today I am doing something a little different. I'm going to take you on a little tour of my travel kit for when I go out of town and I bring some crafty scrapbooking supplies with me. So we are away this weekend. We are in northern Minnesota, so we are enjoying a weekend away up at the cabin, and this is just a look at the lake. It is sunny and mid 60s, so it's sweatshirt weather, but it's also really warm and beautiful in the sun. And my toddler is taking a nap, and my husband and my 10-year-old are fishing with some friends, so I thought I would take advantage of some crafty time. And before I jump into that, I thought I would give you guys a tour of what I take with me when we go traveling. We try to get away plenty of weekends over the summer, and I usually bring this box with me. I've also brought it to friends' houses when we've had just kind of a fun night of crafting and scrapbooking, and so I thought I would take you on a tour. I did not plan to film anything while I was up here, so I apologize. I am holding my camera while I do this, so I'm going to try to do this left-handed, and this is not organized for filming, so we're just going to dig in and see what I brought. Now, some of this stuff currently is something that lives in here all the time, and some of it is stuff I put in here intentionally for this weekend, knowing there was a specific project I thought I might get to. So here we go. I'll dive in. So my stamp chamois, I travel with that. I mean, it's easy enough to travel with. Excuse my sniffling. I also have allergies right now because everything is blooming. So up in the top part here, actually, let me back up for a second and show the box. So this box, you can see, is just a regular little tote. It's got a divided tray on the top. It has snaps on either side. It has a handy handle, and I got this from Michael's. I have several of these in various sizes. This color is the color of my decor in my office, so the minute I saw it, I had to scoop it up. Okay, so again, stamp chamois. Can't leave home without it. Tiny attacher. And then on this side, let me turn it around here, I have mostly tools and some stamps and things like that. So I want to try to work on a shaker pocket this weekend, so I threw in just a little assortment of sequins. I already had this mix made, so I just threw it in here. I'm going to make it work. This is the tape runner I have with me today. It is Illustrated Faith. I believe it came in like a Bible journaling starter kit, and it's just a cute little handy size. I have no idea if I can get refills, but until it's gone, I'll be using that. I did throw in some red line tape because of the specific shaker pocket project that I want to work on. And I'm still working through my 100-day project with my memory decks cards, so I also threw in my hole punch. This small tiny VersaFine usually lives in this box, as does a stamp block. Usually not this big of one, but I knew I wanted to have a bigger one, so I swapped it out. Scissors, and then I'll go through these in a second here. An assortment of pens. This little tiny rainbow washi always lives in here because I have multiples of that. And I'm working with some stamps this weekend, so I did throw in my sand eraser, extra staples, a glue stick, a tiny bobbin of white thread. That's easy to keep in here. I bought a ton of this from Studio Calico, this washi, so I have this everywhere. It's great for, I mean, I do a lot of pink, so it's great for just having pink washi, but it's great for taping things down or just whatever I can use it for. So I always keep a roll of that handy. I threw a couple of colored stamp pads in or ink pads because I knew, again, a specific project. So for the project I'm going to do, I brought a pink, a yellow, and this really pretty soft lavender. And then this, what is this? Versa Magic chalk ink. This is the only one I have a chalk ink, but I love that color. Oh, probably out of frame there a little. And then on this side, I'll come back to the stamps here. Again, this is my memory decks project, so I threw my template in. Although, I mean, really could make one if I needed to. Ruler and some craft foam, a ring of my favorite washi's, These travel with me a lot. These are all my favorites. And throwing embellishments all over the place. Then on this side, I have an assortment of embellishments. So I have some items that I recently cut out from Allie Edwards' hybrid class. So I have those I threw in here. There are some old Project Life cards, ephemera, stickers from some Studio Calico kits that I've gotten, some random deck. Oh, look at that, more redline tape. Sweet. That one does live in here. Some paper clips, some bows, just some random things in there. So that stuff's been in here for a while, except for the new additions. These are some tiny word phrase sticker, or not, I guess they're not phrases, stickers, and they're not stickers. Tiny words that I created for a kit for a class that I did. And so I threw those in. Over here are some bits and pieces that I recently cut up from an Illustrated Faith print and pray shop item, and so I just tucked those in there. And again, some older Project Life cards. I'll come back to these stamps. I've probably said that already. And then again, just die cuts and tags and just a whole pile of stuff that can really go with any project. When I first originally put this box together, I'm not going to be able to get to the bottom, but I had put this box together for Traveler's Notebooks. I had just started getting into it, and I loved the idea that I could have all these little bits and pieces and then throw them in this box and just take it with me and work on it. So that's what's in the top here. And then these smaller stamp sets I have because I'm working on a project about being creative. And I will be sharing that project. I think I'll share it at least soon. But just to kind of give a little hint, I fell in love with the idea of a creativity journal. And so I will, oh my gosh, all of a sudden her name has popped out of my head. Crystal. Yeah? Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. I can't think of her name. I'm terrible with names. But at any rate, I will link below. But she does this amazing, oh my gosh, this is going to drive, Crystal Becker? Is that it? She does this creativity journal, and I found it a couple weeks ago and I loved it, and I started playing around with it, and it has become one of my favorite projects. So I brought that with me this weekend, and I might cut out and come back in once I look that up. So at any rate, I just grabbed a few stamp sets that I thought I would work with that project on, and I have all of these sets that just kind of talk about being creative. And so I threw those in. There's one more. This was a Kelli stamps. I love this one. So those are the stamps I threw in here. I do have more stamps. Then inside here are all kinds of fun stuff. More stamps. I have some background stamps I put in here. This is a stamp set I designed myself. This is a Craft Studio original. So I have oodles of these. So I have one in here that lives permanently. This one I thought was great because of the weekend photos and discover new things. I will probably use those on my creativity journal today. And here's another favorite from Kelli Stamps. I just love all of these little phrases. This fun little trimmer, it's basically good for 4x6 and smaller. I saw this in some stationery store at the Mall of America, and on a whim I had to have it because I mean it's so tiny and cute and little. So I have that in here. This is a fun stamp set that I got from the Reset Girl last year for part of Camp Wanna Craft, and it was an add-on that you could buy with memorabilia and ephemera and then this fun stamp set. So I'll be using that. And then this is a good one from Studio Calico stamp subscription. I've had this for a while. I specifically brought this because of this one down here. I have a plan for that, I think. And then this is my Traveler's Notebook cover, and my notebooks, my inserts are in there that I'll work on. These are a few pieces that I specifically brought for the project I want to work on. These are from, let's see, this up here is Dearly D from a kit that she made. I can't remember if it was for us patrons or if it was for a celebration of her hitting a subscriber milestone, but I know that's a Dearly D design. And I believe these are Citrus Twist kits, cut aparts, the digital elements from a cut apart sheet that I went ahead and printed. Then, okay, it's getting hot out here. I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off. These are some 3x4 cards that I recently created as part of the new May release from Kelli Stamps, the Current Mood stamp set, digital stamp set. I am on the digital team, so this was one of the things I made thinking I might use that in one of my projects for my design projects this month. I still might. I have one more project to complete for that. So these are just some bits that I created, and this printout didn't quite work. It ran off on the edge, but I can still make it work. So these are just the things that I popped in to bring along. And then this card, I took the Current Mood stamp and then I just turned it and made a 4x6 card for a background card. This is, oops, I banged it up a little. It's okay. This is a full-size printout I did. It was a photo of my April calendar. And then you can see the giant stamp that I used. So I am thinking I'm going to work on that this weekend. I threw in this box of photos. This is just a case that I think 4x6 photos, that's what it's intended for. So what I've done here is a while back I went in and I just printed out a ton of photos in small sizes so that when I just wanted to get some sort of memory into a traveler's notebook and I just had a little bit of time, I would have a full stack of photos to work from. I've already scrapped some of these in Project Life and other things, but sometimes there's more to the story that I want to share. So I'm kind of hoping to dig into here this weekend. And then I won't go through every single piece in here because there's just so much stuff, but I'll just kind of do a quick rundown. One more stamp set. Oh, I love this one. I am so excited to use it. This is from Everyday Explorers Company, and it was part of their National Scrapbooking Day bundle. So that was pretty exclusive. You had to get in when the getting was good and get yourself a copy. This came with some stickers and then like a project pad, like a planning pad. So, but I love these. If they do decide to run this again, I would highly recommend grabbing it. And I have a friend who years ago kind of gave me a hard time about scrapbooking, but in your face, Sandy. I love you, but ha ha ha. Okay, that was kind of mean, but you know, she'll get it. Okay, so then the rest of this really is just bits and pieces. So I have just tucked in all kinds of fun stuff. I've got some background papers I've printed. I have some alpha stickers, some die cuts, just different pieces from Studio Calico kits, Felicity Jane, a lot of old Studio Calico stuff, especially when you pick up like their mystery bundles. I'd love to nab those. So I have a lot of that, a lot of alpha stickers, like I said, some puffy stickers, and just a ton of stuff in here that is kind of random. It doesn't really go with, you know, maybe a specific kit, or I have duplicates like these stickers. I bought a bunch of those. These ones too, these alphas I bought when Felicity Jane had a sale. I bought like 6 sets because I'm kind of crazy like that. And then towards the bottom here, it's really just a ton of scrap paper. And some of it is sized to fit a traveler's notebook, and some of it is just really sized for whatever happens to it. So there's tons of papers for me to choose from. Really, a lot of it's in the color scheme I like to work in anyhow. And then, yeah, just a ton of just bits and pieces that I can go through, and I can always find something in here to use to scrapbook with, or to, like I said, make traveler's notebook insert pages with while we're on vacation. So I hope that you found this video to be interesting. And I would love for you to comment below and let me know if you do something similar. Do you have a small tote box that you get to hear the little neighbor boys? All the neighbors are starting to come out. If it's not lawnmowers, chainsaws, kids, boats, or birds, you're not on a lake in North Minnesota. Okay, so I'll end it here. But again, if you just want to throw a comment down below, let me know if you have a tote box that you carry with you. What are your must-haves in it? Did you find anything in this video that you might tuck into your box? Is there something I'm missing I should be putting into my takeaway tote for traveling? I would love to hear from you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not already a subscriber, I would love if you'd subscribe to my channel. And then finally, don't forget to hit that bell so you're getting notifications when new videos are posted. Thanks, friends, and I'll talk to y'all soon.